Making jam tarts at home may sound like a daunting task, but trust me, it's so easy, and you can just whip them up anytime you have a craving of jam tarts. So let's make these delicious jam tarts at home. And the ingredients, I'm gonna list them for you on the screen, and I'm gonna also list them for you in the description box. Just go into the description box and you'll find everything there, the ingredients. So we're gonna start first by creaming our margarine. So I'm using margarine. You can also use butter if you want, but make sure it's room temperature. Like soften it, let it sit overnight maybe, and then it so that it can be soft. So when it's soft like that, you put it in the bowl, your 400 grams of margarine, and then you're going to whisk it, and then you just want to cream it. And then once it is creamed, and then you're going to add a 3/4 cup of sugar. So in this case I used brown sugar, but you can also use white sugar. It's up to you, whichever one that you have at the house, it's fine. And then once it's pale, as you can see, the mixture looks a little pale, then it's ready, it's creamed enough. And then you're gonna add 1 egg, and the egg must be just room temperature. You must take it out and put it out so that it doesn't come straight from the fridge. And then you're just gonna add 1 egg, and then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and then you're just gonna mix that together, whip that up so that everything incorporates and mixes. And then you see how the texture is going to be. This is the texture of the mixture after you put everything together. And then from there you are going to add your flour. So I pre-sifted the flour, so make sure you sift the flour. So I sifted the flour, so you need 3 cups of just normal cake flour, and then you're going to use half a teaspoon of baking powder with that. So I mixed already the baking powder and the flour and sifted both of them together, and then that's what I added there. And then you mix that until everything comes together. And then as you can see, this is the texture that you need. As you can see there, I'm showing you what texture you must your mixture must be. And then you're going to take about 1/4 of the mixture, put it just 1/4 of the mixture, not everything, and then you're gonna put it in the freezer. You want it to freeze so that you are able to grate it. We're gonna put it on top, and then from there I took my muffin pan, and then I greased it with some. If you have a spray and cook, you can use that. But I used just butter, to grease it. And then from there I take a little bit of that mixture, the dough, and then I'm gonna press it down. As you can see, I press it down just on the sides, not a huge, it mustn't be too thick. Don't make it too thick and don't make it too thin. It must be medium size, and then you just press it in like that. As you can see, make it simple. You are making it at home. It doesn't have to look professional or look like it came from a bakery. It's as long as it looks good to you, and then it mustn't be above that hole of a muffin tin, as you can see there. And then from there you put your jam. So the jam is about a teaspoon into each of the holes. So it's just a teaspoon of the jam. So I used strawberry jam, and then I also used apricot jam. So it's up to you whichever jam that you want to put in there, either apricot or strawberry jam. So as you can see, you must mix the jam, make it get soft. When it comes out of a tin, it's a little bit stiff. So you soften it by just mixing it up with your spoon so that it's smooth, and you just put it in there. So as you can see, I'm done with that, with the jam. And then from there you're just gonna grate that dough that you put in the freezer. As you can see, now it crumbles because it's frozen. So you want those crumbs, and then you're gonna put those on top. That's what you need. So you put the crumbs on top of your jam, just like that, as you can see there. And then you put on all of them, and then you are going to take this and put in the oven for about I usually put 150, so that I rather cook it longer so that they don't burn. So 150 for me is enough. About 30 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes, but you'll see when it turns golden brown, then you know they are ready, you know, and the jam will be oozing out of, you know, the holes on top, and then you know it's ready, and then it's crumbly. It's so delicious. This is very delicious, and you can just whip them up at home. It's nothing hectic, it's not complicated, very simple. As you can see, the ingredients, they are not too many, so you can just whip it up quickly and enjoy it at home. And I hope you're gonna enjoy this recipe, and if you do make it, please let me know in the comment section if you did make it. And thank you so much for coming back and watching this video. And if it's your first time coming here and we haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. That would make a difference. And if you like the video, you can just click that like button. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming back. Until the next video.